Breaking developments that we'd like to introduce to our viewers. India has now issued a fresh advisory for its nationals in Iran, urging them to leave the country immediately amid escalating tensions in West Asia. The government has advised citizens to avoid unnecessary movement and exit using available transport options as the security situation continues to deteriorate in the region following this military developments. Let me in fact go across to another guest who's joined us on this broadcast and has been patiently waiting. Thank you so much, Aryella Rosenthal, Director of Ashdod International Relations Department in Routine and Emergency Israel. Thank you so much, ma'am, for patiently waiting. I appreciate it. I want to first of all, ma'am, it's a very crucial situation. You're joining us from there. What is the situation like on the ground, if you can give us an overview, ma'am?
Well, Ashdod is situated in the southern part of Israel, and unlike the northern part of Israel, that since the ceasefire has been ongoing bombardment of the Hezbollah, and last night we were under attack of 11 missiles that were launched on the northern part of Israel. So I don't think that any country in the world would, give consent to ongoing threat on civil populations. And here in Ashdod, we are very well drilled of moving from a routine to emergency. We have, if it was in the past, from the Gaza Strip, in which we have 45 seconds to enter an emergency. So we are very well drilled. The citizens here in Ashdod are, of course, guided by the Home Front Command and also by the municipality officials headed by the mayor. And currently the situation is calm. We did have a couple of, we did wake up in the morning to sirens, and one was a ballistic missile launched from Yemen, from the Houthis. But up till now, everything is under control. There were no injuries, and lots of missiles were detected, and of course exploded in open spaces throughout the country.
Absolutely, ma'am. I want to understand. Ashdod is also a major maritime port over there. Obviously, the security of it is of utmost importance for the IDF. Now, we are seeing a lot of renewed hostilities from the Houthis as well in the Red Sea. The global shipping lanes are being, targeted. I want to understand how the IDF is managing to, protect its, assets like in Ashdod, ma'am.
Well, here Ashdod is a very strategic city. It's not only the port that is a strategic facility for the state of Israel. We have other plants that are very important for the country. And for over the years, more than 20 years, we have been bombarded from the Hamas and from the Houthis and from Iran. Now in the recent times. So we are very well drilled. We are a country that knows how to protect its strategic facilities, and also the people, the citizens are very well drilled. And throughout the year, like what works in routine works in emergency, and we are very well drilled how to deal with such situations. But of course, if unfortunately one ballistic missile or even a suicide bomb will be erupted in a strategic facility throughout Israel, this of course will have a large consequence on the outcome of Israel and its retaliation towards Iran and all the proxies of Iran, mainly now the Hezbollah.
Absolutely. And ma'am, I want to then understand, how do you see this playing out further? Because it's been 3 months now. The missile attacks don't seem to be stopping. Obviously, a lot of routine life being affected for a lot of people in Israel as well.
Well, I must tell you, on Sunday, the city of Ashdod is supposed to have a worldwide festival called the Meridiano, where we have lots of musicians and artists coming from abroad, along with, here in the citizens of Ashdod and the surroundings, want to celebrate life, daily cultural activities. There is no education now. So there are lots of other aspects, not only military aspects that of course erupt the daily life of the citizens of the state of Israel. But we understand that the Iranian proxy, if it will not be eliminated, if the regime will not fall as soon as possible, these rounds will continue to come and erupt our daily life. I think that Iran is not has no deterrent at all, not by the policy of the US, and Israel is like, cut in the middle. And finally, from my behalf, it's about time that the state of Israel finish the work and eliminate this regime, not only for the benefit of Israel, but for the regional stability in all aspects, in economy, in energy, and also even for the Gulf countries that are also suffering from this evil and snaky regime in Tehran.